Living Corporate is brought to you by Doximity. Doximity helps over 2 million medical professionals. We are the largest medical network that includes over 80% of physicians and over 50% of physician assistants and nurse practitioners. We don't take that responsibility lightly and committed to working towards a more equitable world inside and beyond our virtual office walls. If you want to learn more about Doximity, check out your app store at DOXIMITY. That's DOXIMITY.
What's going on, Living Corporate? It's Tristan, and I want to thank you for tapping back in with me as I provide some tips and advice for professionals. Today, I want to discuss job hopping. Before we can talk about job hopping, we need to set a base definition of what it means. By most definitions, job hopping is when a person spends less than 2 years in a position and does that more than once consecutively. According to Robert Half, 64% of employees favor job hopping, up 22% from 4 years ago. Studies show that millennials and Gen Zers are most likely to job hop, especially if they work in tech, retail, or healthcare. The main reason that most employees job hop is due to limited career growth. Under half of the employees switch jobs for more money. Now, a new study done by Skynova, an invoicing company, found that job hoppers receive a 23% increase in salary on average, but workers who stayed with the same company for 3 to 8 years made roughly $8,000 more annually compared to their job hopping counterparts. You also want to be cautious about jobs that offer significantly more money to do similar work. There's the potential for this to be hazard pay due to how volatile the company or position is. So you have to ask yourself, is job hopping really worth it? Well, it depends on the reason that you're leaving. Do you feel stagnant at work? If you can't see any room for growth and you've had a conversation with your boss or HR about it, then it might be time to consider moving on. How engaged are you at work? According to a Gallup poll, only 36% of employees feel engaged in their work and workplace. If work is solely about getting a paycheck for you, then it might be time for something different. Being disengaged at work significantly impacts your performance due to increased stress levels and feelings of inadequacy. Do you have a terrible boss? I get it. We've all heard the phrase, people don't leave jobs, they leave managers. There's also research to back that up. But it's not always a reason to leave the job. If your boss is the issue, see if there's a conversation you can have before jumping ship. You want to make sure you leave the job, not some extenuating circumstance that may change. Don't put yourself in the position to regret your decision. So, is it okay to job hop? Absolutely. You just want to make sure you do it for the right reasons. This tip was brought to you by Tristan of Layfield Resume Consulting. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Layfield Resume, or connect with me, Tristan Layfield, on LinkedIn.
Living Corporate is brought to you by Textio. Today's top talent is everywhere, representing everyone, and our work environment should reflect the level of inclusion to meet that standard. Textio achieves this in building more equitable company cultures through the language we use in our job postings. That culture is formed one hire at a time, making the words we use to reach more diverse candidates all the more important. Our advanced language insights and employer brand content is what drives our mission of inclusion. Through our industry-leading application of artificial intelligence and machine learning, we're able to widen companies' reach in finding and building upon the very diverse talent that empowers a culture of belonging. Every door should be open to every qualified job seeker. Again, that's Textio.